How is it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today I am back with yet another news episode or news/preview episode about one upcoming Tier 8 premium heavy tank from United Kingdom. This time it is going to be Caernarvon Action X, or Caernarvon Action X as I like to call it, but Caernarvon is as close as I can get to the correct pronunciation of this vehicle. And this time I think I can call today's episode first preview of Caernarvon Action X, not simply first details that I also like to share on my channel about different vehicles, upcoming vehicles, because I can show you Action X from my own garage. It is in the game files. I can compare it to the regular Caernarvon as well, and this is what I'm going to do a little bit later. But usually when one tank is that far in the game files already, they are not going to tune it that much. So most likely this is how this tank enters to the game as well, or enters to the store for you to buy, or maybe it is going to be some kind of reward for missions. I do not know, I do not have information about that, but I would say this is how this tank enters to the game as a final version. But just in case, just to be sure, I am going to say that they can still tune this vehicle a little bit, as they did with T92 light tank, for example. One day before releasing it, they buffed its engine power. But without further ado, I believe let's take our first look at Caernarvon Action X, or sorry guys, Caernarvon Action X. Description: a further development of the vehicles designed by the English electric company under the Universal Tank concept, FE200. The project was discontinued in favor of the A41 tank, also known as Centurion. No prototypes were built, but luckily prototypes were built in this game. So let's start with the firepower with the gun. Gun is, I guess, 20 pounder, yes, type B barrel. Rate of fire 10.2 rounds per minute, 226 penetration, 258 with premium rounds, and 42 with HE rounds. So HE round is kind of garbage, as always, on those low caliber guns. 230 alpha damage and 280 with HE. DPM 2339. Not bad actually, because we have a lot of tier 8 heavies with 1800 stock DPM or base DPM. Accuracy 0.32, aiming time 2.3 seconds. Not bad gun handling actually, as kinda expected. 20 pounder has pretty decent gun handling, penetration and DPM. Like it. So what else under firepower? 10.61 rate of fire equals 5.66 second reload time, and as we can see, not boosted with anything else, so you can easily boost it under 5 seconds, I believe. Turret reverse speed 37.55 degrees, gun depression -10 degrees as expected, elevation 20 degrees, and I believe those stats are over here with 100% crew, because aiming time and accuracy are a little bit better. These are stock stats, yes, and I guess those stats are here with 100% crew. DPM 2440. So overall firepower is actually, guys, quite decent. Survivability 1500 hit points, 130 hull armor in the front, 150 side, 38 in the rear. So you cannot side scrape this vehicle too much. People are able to penetrate this part easily. Turret armor is really good, 254 in the front, 152 on the sides and 95 millimeters in the rear of the turret. So get this tank into the hull down position where enemies can only see your turret, use your -10 degrees of gun depression, and this vehicle can do some heavy duty carrying action or heavy duty work. In tier 10 battles versus tier 9s, tier 10s, your hull armor I would say has no value whatsoever, but your turret is still going to be really strong. Overall survivability, once again, nothing to, I don't know, whine about. Seems to be really decent. Moving on into the mobility, this heavy tank is going to be 65 tons heavy with 950 horsepower engine. 14.62 horsepower per ton specific power. So far, almost everything is really good on this vehicle. This is not half bad as well. Top speed 36.3, reverse speed, okay, reverse speed is actually quite bad, 12 kph, and tank traverse speed 29.2 degrees per second. So mobility, power to weight ratio quite okay, reverse speed bad, top speed average, once again average. Concealment 4.56. Concealment of moving vehicle 2.29, view range 380 meters, signal range 782. And this vehicle is going to have 4 crew members: commander, gunner, driver and loader. So, what do you think, guys? Like it? Don't like it? It is almost exactly like regular Caernarvon. Simply Action X and premium tag on this vehicle. I believe this can print a lot of credits, although it kind of doesn't fit into nowadays alpha damage metagame, where people get 440 alpha damage in tier 8, for example, premium vehicles, and some other premium vehicles, but DPM can make the difference. Indeed. But now let's take a look how Action X compares to the standard tier 8 British heavy tank Caernarvon. From the alpha damage we can see that yes indeed Action X is using that so-called old 20-pounder. Caernarvon regular tank just received, I believe 2 matches ago, received a new gun, 32-pounder with 280 alpha damage, 230 on Action X. Penetration 6mm better on premium version, and lower caliber gun equals better reload time, of course, 5.66 compared to the 6.23. Turret turns a little bit faster, gun depression is the same, gun elevation 2 degrees better, I guess because of the turret difference. And by the way, Action X in my opinion looks a lot more cooler, Caernarvon as well. This turret, kinda old, kinda meh, but Action X's turret, as I said, like a tiny little Conqueror. Okay, moving on. Where was I? Okay, gun depression was the same, aiming time is exactly the same, a lower caliber gun equals better accuracy, a little bit better accuracy, 0.31 with 100% crew compared to the 0.33, but DPM is actually lower, 2440 compared to the almost 2700. So looking at the DPM difference, which is 256, I would say regular tank can take 1 extra shot, almost 1 extra shot of difference of damage in 1 minute. 100 more HP, hull armor, overall hull armor is better on regular version, but overall turret armor is better on Action X. But frontal turret armor on Caernarvon is also really good, 254. And moving on into the mobility, we can see a lot of green over here. So overall mobility on Action X is a lot better. 200 extra horsepower engine. Yes, it is a little bit heavier vehicle because I guess armor upgrades, but engine power 200 extra horsepower engine, better power to weight ratio, better speed, and tank traverse speed as well. So overall mobility, Action X wins over here. Concealment, let's not talk about that. And view range, once again, regular tank wins over here by 20 meters. And not bad, 400 compared to the 480. This actually makes huge difference. As I said, most likely on Action X I am going to use coated optics, but on my regular Caernarvon I do not have to use coated optics. If I use ventilation, food and 1 crew skill as well, that boosts my view range. I'm able to get it over 450 meters easily. So firepower, I would say this one wins. A little bit lower penetration, but DPM difference is over here, and not a little difference. 1 extra shot, pretty much. Armor, I would say overall armor is almost exactly the same as well. Frontal turret armor, mobility. Okay, Action X wins over here, and view range goes to regular tank. Is it balanced? Up to you to decide. And for the end of today's episode, 1 bonus vehicle for you as well, that is also in the game files on EU server. I made 1 episode about the WZ111's skinned version called Alpine Tiger already a couple days ago, but people in the comments said that they have actually seen this tank on the battlefield on EU server. So I took a look, and yes, it is over here as well. I believe at the moment it is exclusive, or it should be exclusive tank for Asia server and for Chinese server as well. But most likely it is going to be introduced to all the rest of the servers as well. So special Alpine Tiger version of WZ111, and this is the only special thing about this vehicle, because take a look at the stats. Then compare, it is exactly the same as regular WZ111 premium tank. Everything is exactly the same. Not a single point of difference over here. As you can see. Okay, camo is different because it comes with special camo. That means it has that special camo boost activated already. For your regular WZ111, you have to buy camo. And this is the only difference. You get camo for free. And camo is the best thing about this tank. It actually looks sick and cool. I like that those tiger claws, tiger face and bushes and tail, they're actually modeled in, not simply stickers. I like that welding action, as you can see. They're actually modeled in. Beautiful. What do you think? So most likely this is going to be available on all the rest of the servers as well, but at the moment it was at least exclusive for Asia and Chinese server. Yeah, WZ111 Alpine Tiger. If you would like to see this vehicle in action, go check out one of my previous episodes. I think I uploaded that one 6 days ago or 7 days ago, or maybe something like that. Go check it out. But ladies and gents, this was my today's episode featuring Caernarvon Action X, upcoming Tier 8 premium heavy tank from UK. Not a bad looking vehicle, seems to be quite balanced and seems to be quite good. Tier 8 premium tank. Because of the TPM. That TPM, by the way, compared to all the rest of the Tier 8 heavies, is second best. Right after Caernarvon, a regular Tier 8 British heavy tank. Second place, TPM wise. 220 penetration, 226 penetration, not bad. I think it can make some decent credits easily, especially with that turret armor. That is really, really good. Let me know what you think about this tank in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope it was a little bit informative, maybe, maybe not. Enjoy your weekend, or keep enjoying your weekend. Stay awesome, take care, and bye.